to get you into the advantage spot. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes.
Good morning, Robert Stribbler here with the OBX Wave Report, filming east from 1st Street in Virginia Beach. Has very small 1-foot waves rolling off the Atlantic. We've got very light winds out of the west-northwest. A surfing heat right now. We've got the Grandmaster's longboard. Everyone trying to find a wave. 3 surfers have managed to get a ride. Though White here is struggling a little bit, trying to find swell, and understandably so, given the fact that the waves are practically non-existent right now. To our left here, we've got a surf school trying to catch some waves here as well in the small Virginia Beach waves this morning. Okay, well, let's talk about conditions right now. Small wave conditions, light west-northwesterly winds. Looks like, ooh, here we go, paddle, guys. No joy. Yeah, small waves in the range of about 1 foot, light west-northwesterly winds. Winds expected to pick up out of the north and then northeast later today in the 10 to 20 mile an hour range, or even stronger. And with those northeasterly winds, we expect to see a building swell. So by the early afternoon, we're looking at 1 foot plus conditions with choppier waves. And then later in the afternoon, around 5 p.m., waves pumping up to 2 to 3 feet by tomorrow. Looking like larger wave conditions, if relatively choppy, with waves in the range of 3 to 4 feet for our pro surfers, which they can certainly make something out of that here. 1st Street being a nice shallow break with that jetty, and makes a nice waveform. So I expect that by tomorrow, ooh, party wave with the surfing school here. Gosh, all right. So let's get down to some of the official wave conditions. I did talk a little bit about the forecast here for the ECSC. Looks like we've got a surfer paddling for a wave right now. All right, yeah, a little pop up here, a little trimming down the front here. Oh, trying to get in the shore break. And nice. Okay. Right. Okay, so starting with conditions right now. 1 foot, clean to a little bit of texture, and as we said before, building by afternoon. Primary swell out of the southeast. That's a 1.6 foot swell. I guess down there in the Tropics, it's be a little bit better with that southeast swell. Winds out of the west-northwest at about 5 miles per hour. Air temperatures around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperature 77 this year for the ECSC. Unauspicious start for the ECSC. Wave conditions expected to get a little bit better. Nice. And then heading on down south to Nags Head, we got 1 to 2 foot waves. Fair conditions. Once again, building waves by afternoon with those northeasterly winds. Right now, an east-southeast swell at 1.8 foot in 8 seconds. Winds out of the northwest at 9 miles per hour. Air temperatures 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And heading on down to Radiant Beach, we've got 2 foot waves, clean conditions. I got yellow here, paddling into a wave. Pow, dude. Oh, not quite. Okay, and let's see. Radiant Beach, 2 foot waves, clean conditions. Primary swell out of the southeast at 2 foot in 8 seconds. Winds out of the northwest at 6. Red paddling into a little wave here. Oh, looks like a little shore break action. And yeah, primary swell out of the southeast at 2 foot in 8 seconds. Winds out of the northwest at 6. Air temperatures 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, and down at Buxton, we've got 2 foot waves, clean conditions. Southeast swell at 2.2 foot and 8 seconds. West winds at 5 miles per hour. This heat is about to end up now. degree Fahrenheit air temperatures, a 2 degree Fahrenheit ocean water temperatures, and we got second heats running in here into these small waves as the first heat comes on out of the water here at the ECSC, sponsored by Fish. There's the booth up there.
All right. Next heat.
And last of all, down in Frisco, we've got 2-foot waves and semi-glassy conditions. Okay, so let's talk the tropics. Right now in the Atlantic, the tropics are really starting to heat up. We have 5 systems that we are presently monitoring through our friends and scientists at the National Hurricane Center.
Give it up for our first heat of the Grand Legends Longboard quarterfinal.
Tropical cyclones have been picked up by extreme ocean heat conditions.
And in the red, John Klein.
And right now, just looking at 5, it's not unusual to have a lot of storms this time of year, but it does seem to me that 5 is quite a lot of storms. All right, look at this. A little party wave coming in here. No one managing to get enough to plane. All right, so let's talk about our tropical system. Ooh, a little wave here breaking to the north with the Croms and the wave school, having some fun here. I don't know, I was surfing this little break here to the north yesterday. There was some rideable waves, but once again, you're really scratching for anything, as you can see right now. All right, so let's talk tropics. Right now, we had in the Atlantic yesterday 4 tropical storms. Wind shear has reduced that number to 2. We started out with Emily yesterday, which was downgraded into a disturbance out here in the central tropical Atlantic. Emily right now having a 20% chance to return to tropical storm status of some kind. White getting a nice wave there. Gert also downgraded to a depression, chopped up by wind shear just east of the Caribbean. Right now, Gert is facing a very unfavorable environment out there east of the Caribbean. Expected to get chopped up some more, not even expected to maintain tropical depression status. Franklin is right now swirling through the Caribbean, drifting slowly toward Hispaniola and the Dominican Republic. Franklin is expected to make landfall on Hispaniola over the next couple of days. And become a hurricane after exiting Hispaniola and tracking roughly toward Bermuda. Franklin itself is expected to become a wave maker for the U.S. East Coast. I'm really excited about Franklin. Most surfers should be. We're expecting to see a very nice swell coming out of Franklin for the U.S. East Coast, and we'll keep an eye on that for you guys over the next few days. Number 4 at Harold is in the Gulf of Mexico, heading toward South Texas, expected to make landfall in South Texas rather shortly over the next 24 to 48 hours, and is expected to dump some rather heavy rain on Texas. All right, look at this, catching the edge of this swell here. So yeah, Harold, 45 mile per hour. Woo, dual spin, nice. Oh, there we go. Sweetness. All right, so yeah, Harold expected to, I'm sorry, I just got stoked by this dude here. Tearing it up on these low waves. All right, yeah, Harold expected to dump heavy rain south of Texas over the next 24 to 48 hours. And last of all, we have a tropical disturbance that has just emerged off of Africa in the eastern Atlantic. And that bad boy, according to the National Hurricane Center, has a 50% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone over the next 7 days. All right, so thank you for joining me for this East Coast Surfing Championship session of the OBX Wave Report as we watch the longboarders here scratch and define some waves. And, yep, getting over toward the sandbar here. That seems like a pretty good strategy if you ask me. All right, so, and as I always do, I'd like to ask you guys to please do your best to help support the mass deployment of clean energy being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles, as well as batteries, and the efficiency that will help to enable them. Clean energy will help reduce the carbon emissions that threaten our coastlines so much, with more intense storms, rising sea levels, and harm to our ocean environment through ocean heat waves and ocean acidification. All right, and I'm going to be out in the water at 1:36, trying to catch some waves. Hopefully the waves will improve by then. That's the shortboard competition for the legends. That's people in the age of 50 to 59 range. So yep, we'll be out there having some fun with our surfer friends here at the Coastal Edge ECSC. And hope you guys do get in the water today, find some good waves, get some good rides, and look forward to the swell that's likely to come up out of the tropics due to those hurricanes heading our way. So thank you for joining me once again, and I will be back with you shortly.